Give me about a few more seconds. We'll set up everything here. Just going over the last checks and making sure everything works. Looks like my webcam is on too. Okay. So give me 1 second. We'll go ahead and we'll start here soon. I think it's working. I'm not sure. I think it's working. I'm not sure. Yep. All right. It's working. All right. What's up, guys? Again, Training Productions here. Welcome back to another fantastic live stream I have for you guys in store today. We are on the BNSF Montana Hi-Line, which is one of BNSF's high-speed subdivisions over in Montana. It connects through the Marias Pass route. So this is a add-on for that goes from Shelby to Harvey. And so we're in the BNSF ES44 DC. As you can hear, the sounds more realistic. That is from Searchlight Simulations. Big shout out to them. And I do have a little surprise for you before we get started. We have a clear signal, so we'll get going here in a second. Well, I'll crack it first. So this is our consist. We have ES44 DC, followed by ES44 AC, and the ES44 C4. You also can tell we have the Bimax articulated maxi levels of auto racks. We have a couple sets of those, and you'll notice that these are, yes, indeed, 53-foot articulated wells, 3 cars, and they have actual containers on them. And a big shout out goes to ABS Studio for making these all realistic. So you have all of these. You have FedEx. We are a Q train because we don't have much of the FedEx or UPS containers. We do not have trailers on this. Well, we have a couple of trailers, but they're container trailers. But we are still a Q train. So we have some Amazon Prime, Swift. We have Schneider. The blank ones are actually UPS as well. Again, these are all 3-bay. And there's different variants. You have the Maxwell, which are these. Then you also have the regular articulated TTX wells, and the DTTX as well. And the beat does go on. And so all these containers, they're from a similar patch, but they all remain the same. What I mean by, okay, so let me rephrase that. So the containers itself, they actually change every time you upload a new consist. So I can upload the same train, and all the containers will be different. Same these as well. That come through, and of course we have 2-9s. That will be our DPUs, and these are also Searchlight Simulation sounds as well if they kick on. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, so let's, without further ado, oh, it looks like we shut off everything. We're in auto mode. My engine shut off somehow. Alright, technical difficulties. Let's try that again. at least you guys get to see what I mean by when the constants changes of that. So yeah, my apologies guys for the technical difficulties. I don't know what happened. There we go. Yep, so you can see these cars, it changed a little bit. See, remember there was only one last time, now there's 2, 3, 4. Yep, so all these are different now. There's our Dash 9s that are going to be our DPUs. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. So, we're going to turn on our headlights. Have our reverse to go into forward. Alright, let's give some full independent brake. Alright, let's release our train brakes. Wait till this pops up to 90. Alright, so our brake cylinder is at 90, so let's go ahead and release the brakes. Off we go. Are passing the Chester Amtrak station. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure if that's actually an Amtrak station. I'll have to look it up. Luckily, I have my laptop here, so we can look up. That's Amtrak Empire Builder. Alright, so it's awesome. So I'll go ahead here so you can listen to the sounds on the outside. There we go. Another clear. Okay, that's an activation failure. And boom, they died. Alright, so our speed limit is 60 miles an hour, so we'll go ahead and start notching up here to get to 60. Okay, so Amtrak does not stop at Chester at all. It goes from Shelby, Montana to Harvey. And then goes to Cut Bank, Browning, East Glacier, Excess, White Glacier, and Whitefish. Interesting. I say we're gonna get there at 4:10 in the morning. Okay, that's a little wrong because we're not. If we're only going 60 miles, yeah, that's wrong. I guess we're gonna have to stop a few times. Clear signal. And so again, the sounds are from Searchlight Simulation. The link will be in the description down below to their website, as well as ABS Studios for the amazing rolling stock. Link will also be in the description down below for those two as well. As soon as this video downloads and re-uploads to YouTube, I will edit them and put that in the description. So I'll reduce our notches here. Clear the cab. Clear signal. Clear by. Yes, the verbs I'm actually saying as a ex-Norfolk Southern employee, that's literally what we do in the cab. When we call a signal, we call it 3 times on the radios. The first time we call to our engineer, we'll let him know, hey, I see it clear, and he'll confirm, yep, that's a clear signal. You call on the radio, and then you would call the signal again to your engineer. Let him know, hey, because the signal's on his side, it could have changed before we even got to the signal. I may not have seen it, because sometimes, depending what cab you're in, the console will actually block your view, right? I'll show you over here, right? So, if the signal's coming over here, right? It could have changed, like, right here. Sometimes the console will be, like, that tall, and I can't see it, and then the signal will change on, and our PTC screen, which would be right here, would give us a red block. Meaning that we went to a red signal, and then we would know, hey, I called it out twice to my engineer, calling on the radio, and then we're about to call the third time, the signal dropped on us. So, there's the alert. So I haven't touched the control within 60 seconds after. I didn't touch the control 60 seconds after my last touch. So. Clear signal. See, on BNSF, you don't call signals. Well, correction, you call signals, but you don't call clear on most BNSF territory. So, you only have to call the signal if it is anything but a clear. As a matter of fact, I probably should pull up the signals chart. Okay, got my signal chart, we're good. And of course, if you touch anything, I didn't even see the whistle port for that. Must have missed it. You know, we're cresting over the hill. I'm at notch 3 right now. We're doing 56.5. Our speed's starting to go up, so I'm going to start decreasing my throttle here. Actually, I'm going to idle out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Throttle clogging clear. We're going to put our dynamic brakes to set up, so we can set up for going downhill. As the top of your console is starting to crest. Okay, another 10 seconds go by. Clear. Some air down. Full dynamics. Oh, need some more air. There we go. I'm gonna have to put some air down. Jeez. Boilers are at the bottom of the hill now, so. So the reason why I have my HUD menu display is because I use this like PTC. If I have to explain what PTC is like, this whole map where the train is and when the signals come up are very accurate. Sometimes the names will come up too on some of your PTC screens there. So it is pretty accurate for that being PTC. So that's why I keep it up there to use it like PTC. Going in the town of Joplin. Alright, we've crashed at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, dynamics are off. We go back to using power. Clear by. Alright, this begins the double track. Starting to cross that hill again. And actually, you'll be in the modern locomotives. You can actually hear the dynamics change. You can hear the motor change between throttle, quadrant, and dynamics. It goes clearly. You can hear that sound, and you can hear it as clear as day. I love that sound. Clear. And clear back. Defect detector right there. Alright, so the reason why I'm keeping it idle in my dynamic brake setup is because we're about to go downhill again. So another whistle warning. Clear signal. Alright, dynamics off. And then I'll let ourselves coast down a little bit. Remember, our speed limit is 60, maximum authorized speed for freight. That's passenger speed, down below right here. Freight speed 60. I don't know that because I played this route plain enough. Ain't that the truth? Come on. There you go. your signal. Inverness crossovers. Where am I? Always got to blow for employees going by. Most likely was a single maintainer. So hopefully you heard us blowing through the crossing, but just in case, that's why we gotta blow by these maintainers, right? Their lives matters just as much as yours. So every life is precious, and so we at the Rare believe that every life should be saved. Our job is basically to protect the public and protect each other. We're brothers and sisters. We gotta work safely, responsibility, efficiency, in unison. Alright, here comes somebody. We'll turn our headlights off. Put some more air down. Alright, westbound y'all look good with the marker. Y'all stay going west over. Put down some more air, jeez. Not enough air. Jeez. Too much there. Oh, I forgot these got no gauges. Those are the gauges. Rear yard. Layer. Whoa. 7703. BNSF 7703. East on 2 clear. Red yard. Oh. I saw that, buddy. It's hilly out here, you gotta watch out. Oh, NJT6050, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't see your comment there. Too busy not trying to speed. Yeah, I apologize, everyone. Sometimes the comments don't pop up immediately, so I get them late. So that's why I just pull up my phone, so I can do my own live stream and listen to my audio, so I know everything's working. And see who's chatting me, like NJT6050. Sorry I didn't read your comment. Hope you're still on. How you doing? Wait a second. BNSF 7703 East. Track 2, clear, Red Yard East, out. Oop, that's wipers. Wait a second. Let me kick down dynamic brakes a little bit, let her speed catch up. Alright, this is a perfect speed. Usually the trains run trip optimizer. First of all, let me explain what trip optimizers is. It's simple. I've heard the crazy stuff about trip optimizers from rail fans who think they know everything, but they don't. Allow a railroader to explain to you what a trip optimizer is. Autopilot. Autopilot, that is it. So, what that does is, it essentially controls your speed based on the length of your train. Basically, your trip optimizer does your calculations and then controls the train how it feels. That's going to operate efficiently and safely. We'll go drop dynamic brakes here because we're pretty flat. Wait 10 seconds. Yeah, so basically trip optimizers is an autopilot for pretty much the entire train. The engineer does not have to do much besides touch the alert to show the train constants that he's still alive and functional in case he needs to take over manually, or he is on manual and has not touched control within 60 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And trip optimizers will actually keep the train under speed. It's not 100% effective. It does have its problems. I know it has tried to make it speed a few times going down the hill, so we had to put some air down. Of course, when you move any controls, it takes it off autopilot, so. Clear. There we go. Where? Got. Alright, so good for 60 coming up. So on BNSF, when the speed limit signs are sideways, it's an advancement. It's telling you in approximately 2 miles, you have a speed change coming up, or a speed reduction. So of course we're under freight speed, so our height, so we're not reducing at all. We're going to maintain 60 miles per hour as we come through Hingham. I think it's Hingham. Hingham. I think it's Hingham. No, it's Hingham. That is an H. That's an N. Oopsies. Where's it going? Clear by. Now, one question that I've been asked before that I don't know the answer to, and I'm trying to search the answer myself, is for BNSFs, for their cab signals, is it every territory, or does BNSF have cab signals or anything like that, or how does that work? That's my question, and I'd love to know the answer for it. So anybody knows BNSF very well, I would like to know that answer. Leave a comment down below if you can answer that question for me. Of course, you'll get a big shout out and everything like that. It's just part of research I'm doing, and of course, hopefully we can support each other and help each other out, find the answers. So. Put some air down here. I think next I'll do is Amtrak. God, I gotta put some more air down. Shoot. Now another question I get asked often: speeding. what exactly defines speeding. Anything above your speed limit is speeding. Now, the main question to ask is, when do you get enforced for speeding? And that would be a better question. So, basically, all trains run on PTC, positive train control, right? So, with in regards to PTC, PTC is already programmed with different speeds, right? Different railroads have different regulations, right? So this is dark signal. Okay, so here's where we would call our dispatcher and let them know what we saw. We saw a dark indication there. So, actually, what I'll do is get on my map here. Alright. So we're going to, looks like we're going to come up on our approach here. So we tell our dispatch that we had a dark signal, right? So we would proceed, prepare to stop at the next signal. Of course, we're going way fast for that. So let's go ahead and actually do that. Another train. Next signal's come up in half a mile, so we're gonna go prepare to stop. Actually, we'll need to get some approach. Yeah, it looks like an approach. I think that's an approach. Yeah, that's an approach. BNSF 7703 east to approach signal Guildford. Prepare to stop. Track 2 eastbound. Alright, so let's go and prepare to stop then. Oh, it's funny, it had a dark signal on it. Never seen that on train sim before. For NS operating rules, if you have a dark signal, if you have any signal that's dark, you have to take it as the most restrictive signal. And for NS, for that signal, it would have been a stop. So technically, we were supposed to stop the train or proceed, prepare to stop at the next signal. For that, for BNSF, I'm not sure what it is. I think as long as your PTC is good. Got another train following the other one. Shoot. Off our headlights on blind. Wonder why I can stop back here. Alright, we have a clear. However, I gotta use the bathroom, so in the meantime, I'll be right back. And yes, engineers do this in real life, believe me. I know. Alright, I'm back. Whew. That was nice. I'm giving myself some insulin real fast. Okay. Alright, so location we got to clear. Let's do this. Alright, so our speed limit is 50. That is all the notches, and that's what it sounds like on the outside. I love that sound. There we go, 450. That's more like it. 45 to 50, going up to 60. There we go, notch up more. Man, such crappy engines for a DP. I'll train simulator at least. I don't know really what they're looking like. Now we had some AC 44 C6Ms as DPs, and they've been doing pretty good. Yeah, we had DPs. Yeah, we have. I've dealt with DPs on camera. That's interesting. When it's coasting like that, it doesn't make it sound. I'm gonna throttle up. It's pretty funny. About 24 miles to go. Probably be there in about 30 minutes. Do 60. Do 60 miles an hour and 24 miles. We'll be there in 24 minutes. We'll do have to slow down. Mountains over here. So far, this is a good route. This is one of my favorites to play, actually, besides the Northeast Corridor. more air now. Shoot. Clear. Clear back. Clear signal. I think we'll play another one after this. We'll get on Amtrak True Rail Sims P42, which I do have, and I'll show you guys the details of that. your signal. Those couplers are bunched up. I've seen them. The only complaint I'll have for the AB Studios rail cars is just the couplers, right? I feel like the couplers tend to over-exaggerate the graphics. So, I mean, when you have local, that's why I gotta put DPUs in the back, even though these DPUs ain't doing anything really. Oh. Dynamic brakes work on these. Not power. With the AB Studios rail cars, the couplers, they stretch a lot. Like the couplers are fine, but like the drawbars are completely detached from the train. When I'm pulling, and if I put a lot of stretch between the couplers, the drawbars will actually pop out of the cars itself. Still, everything attached and no issue with it, but like, what mean issue, like no derailments or anything like that, or the scenario quitting because of any errors with them. And then when I put a lot of pressure between the cars, when they bunch up together, then they're like literally like into each other. So I feel like the couplers are the only thing that needs to be looked at more. Other than that, I'm extremely impressed with the highly well detailed level of the ABS Studios, as well as Searchlight Simulation. Now, for Searchlight Simulation, they need to fix the headlights. Obviously, headlights are on, now they're off. See the difference in the front. Can't tell they're on or off, really. So that's something that needs to be fixed as well. Goodbye. Miles, we're almost there. And clear. Clear. Defect detector. BNSF detector, milepost 96997. How many axles were train be? I don't know. See, we do have an advanced approach sign. For speed 50. Okay. Clear signal 7 miles out. Clear. Thank you for stopping. There's a rail fan. Have a good day, buddy. Coming into Pacific Junction. I guess this is where we meet up with a different line. I'm not exactly sure what line it is, but it's off to right here, starboard side. Clear for that too. All right, 4 miles for a stop. BNSF 7133 East calling Harvey Tower over. Passing by Pacific Junction now, coming in over. And they'll let us know where to go. Got crew change at the office. Here we go. We're on the Milk River subdivision. Alright, so it looks like that's a 40, or it looks like a 20. Take a look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's another train. And westbound, y'all look good with that marker. Okay, so this is our marker right here. 20 coming up. Okay. Train? Yeah, it's another train. I don't know if it's in the yard or on the what. I was saying Harvey, I think Haver. I say Haver. Where's it? Haver. See, they got a dark signal. Actually, is that an aspect for BNSF? Oh, that is a stop signal. Huh. Moving? Nope, nobody moving. Approach them. It's an ethanol train. So westbound ethanol train waiting to go. Clear signal. Looks like a crew changing at the Amtrak station. Excellent. Looks like another westbounder. Oh, it's a switcher. Right. That is it for this one. We have done. Let's see where our trail end is. No, it's still around that curve. Okay. Where did I switch service? It's just halfway through. Alright, so we have done this. Let's go ahead and play something else. I'm going to show you the True Sim Amtrak P42, so let's get to that. Go mainline crew change, which is the same station. What time does Amtrak depart west? Assuming it's on time. 3:04, so we'll say 3 o'clock. And we're stopping at Haver and Shelby. So we'll start in Haver and we'll try to go to Shelby. We're not probably going to get. Do we have a major malfunction? Stand by. Alright, let's try that again. Not again. Just fixed this yesterday. there you go. We're on the other side. This is Trail Sim Amtrak P42. One of my favorite engines to play with. Then I updated the consist as well. So it's got the nice Amtrak Midnight Blue scheme with the... I do have one that has the Superliner logos. The Phase 4. Used to be the Phase 5. Oh, here's the yard. I've never seen the yard before. Huh. Here's the shops. Huh. I've never seen that before. Let's go back to our train here. Alright, so let's pull up to the station right next. We'll say we have protection. Watch this. This is cool. Look at the headlights. Well, first I'm going to turn on the number boards. Number boards on. Watch the headlights. Boom. Here's the cool part. There's ditch lights in. Alright, so let's go ahead and go. There's a Great Northern steam engine over here. 2584. Alright, wait till 3 or 4. We'll say we have protection. That's just across over here. Yeah, these are texture updates that I got off of oh, what's that site called? I can look it up real fast. Train Sim Community as well. Credits to the guy who made this reskin update, and the cars do have realistic sounds in them too. So, and of course, credits to True Rail Sim for making the P42s. Alright, here we go. I forgot there was a way to get the radio going too. I think it's Control R. Yeah, Control R. Regional select. Let's do Central. bit. Okay, we'll say 5. And so now it'll play the radio. That's tracking. Who's that? Clear. And so these also have working IFE screens as well. So this feature has a low horn and a high horn. And you can do low high together. Also has a cab light as well. Functions. So the IFE screens don't work, but it's really well realistically detailed. So we come at us so we can actually dim our lights. What's up, people? It's a perishable train. We have a clear. so we'll be going to 55. There's the radio. I know that YouTube user was that got message retracted. Curious to know. Actually, let's change up the radio real fast. Radio select. Let's do 0. Okay, disconnect. Let's do Eastern. Let's see. Do Manassas. There we go. My session has expired. Let's see if we hear anything from Manassas. That was my old place. I was stationed out for Norfolk Southern. Whoa. There we go. Thinking for us for a second. Okay, so that's the Hi-Line. That's what, the Big Sandy? That we were just on the Hi-Line. So what division was that thing up there? I just want to see real fast. The Milk River sub. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so we'll be going a full 79 miles an hour out here. Why is my simulator freezing? Sorry about that. I don't know if my bat's freezing, but... Here's our 79 right there. We'll go till we hit a red signal, and we will eventually. Because I've noticed with we go into a lot of holes for the Hi-Line, so. So I'm calling dispatch. It is currently 4:11, so that could be I don't know who that could be.
Hagerstown, over.
There I am, Hagerstown. Sounds like Rob.
Hagerstown, over.
227.
Alright, everything line of light normal. I called that person on location, over.
Ah, that's
Alright, dispatcher out.
K95, K99. That was K99. Oh, we got an approach. Alright, we're stopping. slow it down to 30. Yeah, because there's another train coming. Why does it look like they're stopped, though? Somebody on the B line coming back from Allison. We're about to come into Allison, actually. I'm watching Draymond 5 right now. I'll let you listen to the full sequence of this. After that, if you don't do anything, you're screwed. Okay, so they are moving over right now. Alright, and that'll be it for now. I wanted to show you this so you guys can take a that's a weird question. That's a very weird question. Kenny Visions. That was the most random question. I don't know why. You? Well, that's all I got for today. Like I said, I wanted to show you guys the True Rail Sim P42, as well as Searchlight Simulation, GEVO, and a little bit of the Dash 9. I didn't do much of it besides watch the DPUs, obviously staying idle. Maybe do some dynamic braking for a little bit. So we're stuck here with this red signal. So we get off the mic here. It is 3:20 in the morning, and so yeah, that's all I got. Alright, well, Kenny Visions, why ask these kind of questions? These personal questions. Yeah, why ask these questions, man? What's going on? You talk to somebody? Well, why me in particular? Yeah, Just as much as anybody else, but why me specifically? I don't know. Well, yeah, I get that. What's they say stop too? Who's stopping east? There's nobody on the B line besides whoever's coming down Allison. Oh, okay. Let's see. I mean, in general, do I fear death? No. In my opinion, death is a life construct. I mean, it exists because we see it on the outside. Death is a part of life. You can't, can't fully live without dying, right? I mean, that's one thing. Now, do I believe in religion and all that stuff and God and all that? Not really. Do I know what happens in the afterlife? Hell no. Would I like to know? Absolutely. But I don't really fear death as much. I mean, there's things to fear, like the unknown. Who knows what happens next? Who knows what happens on the afterlife? But I'd rather not be scared. Of dying, because we're all gonna have to die at some point. I'm a type 1 diabetic with all these medical issues, right? I should have been dead a while ago, right? But somehow I'm still here. Could it be luck? Could it be medical science? Could there be a God? Who knows? Like we don't know the answer, and that's what's interesting. I look at life. I sit back in theory, and that's why I love living where I live in Oklahoma, because one, there's no light pollution. I can literally see the whole universe, every star, every planet, everything. And it makes me wonder, it's like the most common question, are we the only people here in the world? Number 2, what's out there? And number 3, how do we know? Right? So we got stuff like that. That's constantly on our minds. It gets me interested. It gets other people afraid, because everybody like to think that we're the only people in the whole world. It can't, in my opinion, it can't be true. There's somebody out there. There's something out there. That explains fear of death, and then my life conception. What's my biggest regret in life? Honestly, I don't think I mean, I regret a lot of things, right? But you're going to go through life wishing you'd done something that you haven't, right? I'm trying to make your question here more realistic. So yeah, I regret skateboarding, doing this, doing that. Like, I'm talking about like big regret, something that I know I can't go back. Being as young as I am. Let's see. I guess my biggest regret in life is taking things too far and granted. In life growing up, things were pretty much handed to me, and I was dumb enough to not see that, and to think that that's what life's all about, right? And I come out of school, I skip college, I go right into work, and I learned the hard way that that's not true. But I'm so used to, having luck on my side and having things done for me, even when I didn't ask them to, they just are. It's like, man, it puts less things off me, to where if I have something that I need to do by myself or work on, I'm incapable of doing it, because I was never taught how to do certain things. It was done for me to where I never had to do them. That's my biggest regret in life, is saying no for people doing things to me. Because I've always been kind to people. I've always, try to help out everybody as much as I can. And then, things get done for me. And so it's like, I never took the chance growing up, learning how to do certain things that I got to do on my own. And then now I'm still, struggling to make money, still struggling to, find places by myself. I'm struggling right now. I mean, yeah, I'm, again, young. You know, people my age, they're graduating college. Of course, people don't know what they want to do with their lives because they have a diploma. It's like, oh, great, I got a degree. What do I do now? You know? Um, but yeah, so my biggest regret is taking things too much for granted to where I'm incapable of doing certain things alone, or that I have to go all the way back to the beginning and learn everything all over again and take more time than I need to do what I do. So I guess, I mean, hopefully that answers your question. Um, but yeah, no, that's interesting. You're the first to ask me of that. So yeah, you too, Kenny. Well, I appreciate the comment, man. Yeah, sorry, that threw me off guard. I wasn't prepared for questions like that, man. But you know what? You made my night, man. You've actually, nah, man. You've made my, the last couple weeks have been hard. I had to transfer, or not transfer. I had to quit my dream job, and I had to relocate because so much shit has happened. But let me turn that off. Hang on. Let me turn that off for a second. Yeah, sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, no, that made my whole couple weeks, month, just someone taking time to ask those questions. Even if you don't mean it, it means something to me. You know, because it's something that I can reflect on. It's like it makes me realize a few things, man. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm smart. I wouldn't say that at all. I observe. That's all I can say. I inform my own ideas. Yeah. You know what, man? Amen to that. That's true, man. Um, I guess the only thing I can say is we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate that, man. I don't know who you are. I never met you. I don't even think I'm subscribed to you. But I looked at your profile, man. I've never even seen your videos before. I'll check them out though. They look interesting. But yeah, I just didn't expect anything like that. So, but like I said, it made my week, my day, my month, how long I've been here already. So I made it up. So thank you. I appreciate that, man. It gives me something to reflect, and that's what I like about the world once in a while. You know, let me explain this better. Right, I ask myself every day: is this a sign? What do I do next? Like, what are my plans? I ask myself these questions every day. What's my next move? How do I proceed? You know, like when do I time these things, right? And then I care about what my next move is so much. I don't think about what's going on right now. I don't think about anything else that happens around me. It's just, you know, I try to stay focused and move forward without thinking about what's happening right now. And so the questions that you asked me made me reflect on what's happening right now, and that's why I take that personally as a good thing, as a good thing. You know, because it just gave me something to kind of reflect on. So, you know, I don't know if that's something that I needed to hear or a question that needed to be asked, but you know, I mean, it was random. Of course, I enjoy random things because you just don't expect them. So I was a little scared at first, not gonna lie, but you know, as you went through, it's like, oh, okay, Jeremy wants to know. So yeah, but no, best of luck to you, man. Whoever you are, Mr. Kenny Visions. Yeah, best of luck to you. Thank you for that. And yeah, thank you, man. That actually did help. Believe it or not, I consider that a blessing. I don't know about anybody else. Everybody else is probably scared. So. I mean, I try to answer everybody as much as I can. It's the weirdest thing. It's just you don't expect the first thing like to be said. Well, it's like, you know, do you fear death? The first thing you think is like, I just turned this thing off. All right, Alright, who's that coming in? Damn, whoever that is, they're coming into Gainesville. Oh, of course, it's them and fucking K99 shit. Yeah. Well, you caught my eye. At least I don't expect things like that. I usually ask those questions to myself personally. I've never once had a question asked to me about these things, unless I'm having a deep intellectual conversation with somebody, which I haven't had intellectual conversation with anybody in the last couple years. Maybe my girlfriend. That's it. We don't do that much anymore, unfortunately. I would love to. I love just, universal conversations. That's the best thing I can. God, what was I gonna say? I lose my train of thought. Yeah. So it sucks not having that, man. But it's just one of those things. I mean, of course, same time I'm getting tired of shit now. It's 3:30 in the morning Central Time. So yeah, but I'm gonna have to hop off here. Just I'm getting tired and FRA rules. Let me listen to that.
Be holding at Tower 10-4-228 over.
Oh!
Got that field back there at Tower 10 over.
Ooh, K99 getting fucked. Yeah, you too, Kenny. Thank you again. Gainesville.
Alright, thank you. Special up.
Alright, K99 is getting fucked because they gotta wait for 228 coming into Gainesville, and they were ordered to hold at Calverton. Actually, 228 is nowhere near Gainesville. He's not even at the 10.2 detector. So, yikes. So, K99 getting screwed. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off here. It's getting late for me. I appreciate everybody watching the stream. Again, once this stream uploads, link will be in the description down below on the links to get the True Rail Simulation P42 pack. I'll even throw in the Superliner enhancement packs. Full credits to those who have made these, as well as the Searchlight Simulation link, as well as the ABS Studios link as well, to get the realistic intermodal cars. And they also have autoracks, spine cars, well cars, etc. That you can find on there as well. So thank you guys for watching. I'll hop off here. This is Tranks Productions. Thank you all so much for watching, and prayers for K99 and 228. I don't know why 228 is doing anything right now. That's pretty weird. I'm hop off here. Thank you guys. This is Tranks Productions again. Good night.